Yes, Jagradev student. Now I am going to pick up some questions from your NCERT exercise. Okay. All these questions and their answers are already explained. However, again I am picking some more important questions. Okay, like here. The question number first, explain the meaning of malleable and ductile. You know the answer. It is very easy. Already its answer is given to you. Next one, why is sodium and potassium like metal are kept immersed in kerosene oil or coated with wax? Again, the answer is they are highly reactive metal, therefore they can react with atmospheric oxygen and even moisture very easily. Okay, therefore to prevent the reaction of this metal with atmospheric substances, they are kept immersed in kerosene oil. Getting? Next question is, which gas is produced when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to reactive metal? Write the chemical reaction and with iron react with H2SO4. So you know that when some reactive metal react with acid, they forms their respective salt and releases hydrogen gas. Okay, if in the question iron and H2SO4 acid is given, so you can write the reaction. When iron will react with H2SO4, it will form ferrous sulfate and will release what? Hydrogen gas. Getting? Next question is, what would you observe when zinc is added to solution of iron sulfate? Iron sulfate means FeSO4. Getting? Now student, FeSO4 is a green color solution, light green color solution, and Fe is more zinc is more reactive as compared to iron. We got it from the reactivity series. So when to the FeSO4 green color solution, if the zinc piece is added, then slowly the green color will faded and become white in color. This is due to the displacement reaction takes place between zinc and H2SO4. Thus the reaction will become Zn plus H2SO4 will give ZnSO4 plus form what? Fe. Getting? Now some more questions are, why do ionic compound have high melting point? So in ionic compound, strong electrostatic attraction force form between positive charge and negative charge, that is cation and anion. Getting? That is the opposite charge are combined together and neutralize them. When these compounds are heated, a lot of heat energy is consumed to break these strong electrostatic forces of attraction during melting. Okay, therefore ionic compounds have high melting and boiling point. Student, I told you, you have to find the nature of ionic compound. Okay, ionic compounds are solid in nature and having very high melting and boiling point. Now the next question is, an element react with oxygen to give a compound with a high melting point. This compound is also soluble in water. The element is likely to be, that is which element it should be. So it should be element what? Calcium. It is white crystalline substance. When reacts with oxygen, it forms calcium oxide. But these calcium oxide have very high boiling, high melting point. Getting? Now when the calcium react with oxygen, it forms calcium oxide. That white color quicklime, this is called also quicklime. And when this quicklime is added to water, it forms a base plus it releases lot of energy. The base form is known as calcium hydroxide, which is also called lime water. Already the reaction we have checked in our previous question. Next question is, name the two metals which will displace hydrogen from dilute acid and two metals which will not displace from hydrogen from acid. So zinc and magnesium, okay, being they are more reactive, therefore they can displace hydrogen from acid. But copper and silver, they are least reactive metal or less reactive metal, therefore they are unable to displace. Okay. Then I have some more questions, like yes, almost all the questions are completed. State two ways to no. Then what type of oxides are formed when non-metals combines with oxygen? So student, again this become the point of differences between metals and non-metals. So when non-metals combines with oxygen, it forms non-metallic oxides, and when these non-metallic oxides are dissolved in water, it forms acid. Like when the carbon reacts with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide, but when the carbon dioxide is dissolved in water, it forms carbonic acid. So it is acidic in nature. One more question is there. Give reason. Platinum, gold and silver are used to make jewelry. Now you have to explain why. You have to give reason why they are used to make a jewelry. Have you seen sometime that the persons are wearing the iron jewelry? It is not possible. It is why? It is because platinum, gold and silver are least reactive metal, therefore they are unable to react with atmospheric condition. When we will make its jewelry, then even when we will wear it, there will be no reaction of these metal with atmospheric conditions. Next one is sodium, potassium and lithium are stored under kerosene oil or coated with wax. I already told you earlier. Aluminum is highly reactive metal, yet it is used to make utensils for cooking. Now student, it is very important thing. Aluminum is highly reactive metal, but when it reacts with oxygen, okay, suddenly it forms aluminum oxide layer over above it. Now the aluminum oxide becomes a compound. Therefore this compound means stable compound is unable to further react with atmospheric conditions like O2, CO2 and water. Therefore the metal aluminum present inside the layer of aluminum oxide do not affected by the chemical reaction. One more, carbonate and sulfite. No, this is not. Ore is eliminated. Therefore I am not picking this one. Student, along with I am giving you some pics, images which will help you to prepare your notes. These pics are related to the NCERT questions and their answer. Jai Guru.